KFC 食雞髀，排到埋去冇千比，俾四個僆仔恥笑你，實在西會真抵死，冇上面你望住個地。
Hi YouTube, this is the Learn Cantonese Fast channel again. So today I'm going to talk about some good thing, good stuff. In particular, I'm going to talk about dim sum. How do you pronounce dim? Dim, 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 dim. Sum, 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 sum. Okay. Dim, dim. Sum, sum. Dim, sum, dim, sum. Right? Dim means a little bit. Okay. Sum means your heart. I don't know why it's called dim sum, but it's called dim sum. It's also related to the Mandarin word go dim. Go means some kind of Chinese cake. Dim also means a small amount. Okay, go dim. Okay, in Mandarin it's called gao dian. Whatever that is. I'm not going to teach you Mandarin today. But anyway, dim sum, dim sum. Some people will say dim sum is not correct because dim is tone one, sum is all tone one. So when you say dim sum, is wrong. Okay, so the first one, which is an item that a lot of the kids will like because this is what we call a 乾蒸牛肉. This is beef balls. This is beef balls. Alright, so we have 3 beef balls, and we call it 乾蒸牛肉. Actually this is response is G-O-N, sorry, G-O-N, G-O-N-1. 乾蒸乾蒸牛乾蒸牛肉乾蒸牛肉乾 means dry.乾 means dry. 蒸 means you want to steam it. Okay, so you cook it by steaming it. 乾蒸means, well, it's actually not dry, obviously, because you have steam. So in this case, you're saying something like, oh, you just put it into the steamer. That's it. 乾蒸牛肉 牛 is the cow, 肉 is the meat. So 牛肉 means beef. Right? 牛肉 牛 you have a lot of nasal. 牛肉 乾蒸牛肉. And then the other item that another item that your kid may want to enjoy, which is called 叉燒包. Right? 叉 how to pronounce 叉燒包叉燒包 are all in tone one. Right? 叉 means what? 叉 means a fork. Right? So well, actually 叉燒 means barbecue pork. So how do you prepare for the barbecue pork? You use a fork and then you roast it. Okay, so you roast it using a fork. That's why it's called 叉燒 means roast. 叉 means fork. 包 is a bun, right? But it's not any kind of bun. It's the Cantonese kind of bun. It's not even the Chinese kind of bun. Okay, it is very Cantonese. It's because the way the Cantonese prepared is actually very different from the way other Chinese are doing this. Right? It's also very different from a Western bun because a Western bun, even though we also call it 包, we call it 麵包. Okay, but this is not 麵包. This is just a 包. Right? 麵包 means you use wheat flour. 麵粉 means wheat flour. 包 is the bun or bread. 麵包 is the wheat flour bun or wheat flour bread. Okay, but then this is not. Okay, you have a lot of 叉燒 barbecue pork inside the bun. Well, actually there are 2 kinds of barbecue pork. One of them we call it 叉燒. The other one you call it 燒肉. Right, so it's roast pork. Right, 叉燒 is also pork. Right, 燒肉 is also pork, but then the way they prepare is the way they prepare them are very different. The ways. Right. So next one. 芋角 how to pronounce 芋 actually tone 5. 芋角 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 as tone 5. 芋角 角 means a horn. Right? Why do you want to call it a horn? Because somehow it is pointed. Right? So you see the point. So it's not round. It's not totally round. So you have a pointed thing like a horn. Right? That's why it's called 芋角. But then this word gok, normally it's not pronounced as gok. It's called gok. When you refer to a horn, it's called gok. 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 Sorry. Gok. Gok is the third tone, but then here we use the second tone gok. Wu gok. If you say wu gok, not too bad, but then it's much better for you to say wu gok. Hàm水角, also you have a pointed end. That's why it's called 角. Hàm水 means salty water. Hàm means salty. Hàm, very salty. 好鹹, very salty. And then 水 means water. 鹹水角. The reason why they call it 鹹水角, I don't really know, but it is actually salty, but not really that salty. So it's a wrapping, and then you deep fry it. And inside you have some meat, some vegetables, and so on and so forth. Okay. 鹹水水鹹水角角角角鹹水角. Oh, but then this is not called 鹹水角. It's called 鹹水角, third tone. The reason why it's third tone instead of second tone, I don't know. I just remembered. And then 春卷, chun is spring roll. Chun means springtime. 係春天. Normally when we say 春天, we use 春天, we use springtime, we use 春天. 春天 is spring. But then here 春 by itself is also spring. 春卷, some kind of roll. Okay, so you 卷, you wrap it and round it and wrap it so that in order to make it round. Okay, 春卷. So how do you pronounce 春卷卷卷 春卷. So I bet all of you have tried this before, so I'm not elaborating. So the other thing you may not have tried, which is called 粉果粉. Normally it's referred to some powder. Right here, in particular, we're referring to rice powder. That's why you call 粉. Right? But it's not powder. It's not powder, right? Because in this case, you prepare the wrapping by using rice flour. That's why it's called 粉. And then 果 means you're wrapping it. Right? Sometimes we have something called 果蒸粽, which is something, well, it's hard to explain, but so let's ignore this. Right? So 粉果, how does it pronounce 粉粉? Second tone. 果果, 粉粉粉粉粉粉粉粉粉粉粉粉果果果果果果粉果. 排骨 is the spare rib of pork. Right? 排 means lining up. So it's just just like the spare rib. There's all the bones are lining up. So that's why we use 排, lining up. Bones, 骨, 排骨. The bones are lining up, just like the spare ribs. Right? So how do you pronounce 排排排排排排? 骨 so it's like guacamole. Alright, guacamole here. 骨 排骨. Sometimes you have a 豉椒排骨. 豉 means soy. Right? 豉 for example, soy sauce. 豉油 soy sauce. 豉椒. What do you mean 豉椒? First of all, you have soybean, and then second of all, you have 辣椒. 辣椒 is chili pepper. 辣椒. So 豉椒 means soybeans together with chili pepper. 豉椒排骨. 豉椒排骨. And 腸粉. 腸 means intestine, but in this case it's actually not real intestine. The shape looks like an intestine because it's wrapping like a round thing. Okay, so that's why we call it intestine. Right? The shape is like an intestine. And 腸粉, 腸 is intestine. 粉, again, we are using rice powder to make the wrapping. Okay, so that's why we call it 腸粉. Right? 腸粉, don't reverse these two words because 粉腸is not good. 粉腸 is referring to the penis. But anyway, 腸粉, how do you pronounce 腸 粉粉粉粉粉粉 腸粉粉 腸粉. So actually there are 3 different kinds. I actually like 腸粉very much. Okay? So the first kind is called 叉燒腸粉. Remember 叉燒 means you use a fork to roast the pork, which is 叉燒, or one of the 2 kinds of BBQ pork. 叉燒腸 Right? But then 叉燒腸粉你用個叉燒腸粉 you call it 叉燒腸 by omitting the 粉 is an abbreviation. You have 叉燒腸 you have 蝦腸 蝦 is shrimp. I will talk about another thing with 蝦 okay 蝦腸叉燒腸 and then you also have other kinds okay you also have vegetarian 腸粉 which is 齋腸 for example. Okay, another thing Westerners do not like is the chicken feet. But here we don't call it chicken feet because chicken feet looks or sound very dirty. So instead we call it what? Phoenix. Right? So it's not chicken. Chicken is 雞. Here we don't call it 雞. And also it's a feet. Well, but we don't call it feet. We call it 爪. It's a claw. Right? So it's the phoenix claw. 鳳爪 is a phoenix claw. Well, is actually chicken feet. So how do you pronounce it? 鳳 tone 5 sorry tone 5 爪 鳳 is a phoenix. Well, phoenix sometimes in Cantonese we call it 鳳凰 which is one term, but then there are some mystery or mysterious things related to this kind of bird, which I'm not going to elaborate. 鳳凰 is the phoenix, or 鳳 just 鳳 is the phoenix, or 鳳 in this case. Well, this word has different sounds, so be careful. Here you use tone 2. 鳳sorry tone 5. 鳳爪 蝦餃 oh this one involves shrimps. Okay, shrimps 蝦餃. A 餃 is something like this shape. Okay, so it's a wrapping, but then it's not a roll, it's not a bun, it is something like this shape. We call it 餃. Right? So 餃 also has some other Chinese counterparts that are not Cantonese, but then here this is 蝦餃, and then the exterior is made of rice. Right? Sorry, rice powder. Okay, 蝦餃 or 蝦餃餃 蝦餃. And then 燒賣燒賣燒賣. The reason why we call it 燒賣 is not very clear because the words do not actually refer to the actual meaning. 燒 is roast. 賣 is a sell. I don't know why it's called 燒賣. And also it's not the usual tone of the word 買. Right? 賣. The fifth tone is the common sound of this word. But here we're using tone 2 instead of tone 5. Right? But if you want to order this, you have to use tone 2. Okay, 鴨腳扎. 鴨 is the duck. Again we have the duck feet. Okay, so the duck foot is actually inside the wrapping. Right? 扎 means to wrap up. 紮住 means wrap it up. 紮住. Right? 鴨 is the duck, and then you have feet, and then you have the wrap. Right? So 鴨腳鴨腳扎鴨腳扎 雞扎 another wrapping, but this is not chicken feet, it's just chicken. So if you hate feet, you can order this. Right? 雞扎 is a chicken wrap. 雞扎雞扎. 糯米雞 sticky rice. 雞 chicken. Sticky rice. 糯米 is rice. Then this is 糯米. A very different kind of rice. How do you spell it? How do you pronounce it? Law is the fifth tone. 米 fourth tone. 糯米雞. 蘿蔔糕 蘿蔔 is daikon. And then 糕 is some kind of cake. Right? So 蘿蔔糕 is very obvious. So how do you pronounce it? 蘿蔔糕. So I'm running out of time, so long for this time. So please visit my website www.freehongkong.net. I'll see you